Just a minute. I hope this is visible.
Yes, sir.
Could you please make me remember in previous class we have completed memorandum voucher? Any one of you could remember? If yes, then I will start with cost center cost category. Okay. I hope it has been completed. So let's start with uh, cost center and cost category. This is it would be better if I introduce this particular topic with the help of a problem. And if you go through this problem, you will find just a minute. I just take a look whether I have completed uh, that particular memorandum voucher or not. Otherwise, in case of reconciliation, I mean bank reconciliation, it put me in trouble. Just a minute. Yeah, it's done. Okay. So I hope this screen is visible before you. So the point is, in case of cost center cost category, probably we have discussed this slide in previous class. Now, if I try to consider this problem for our comprehensive understanding of this particular topic, so you just take a look. There is a cost category which is called petty cash expenses, cost allocation ledgers, which is to be shown in our profit and loss account. That is general expenses and refreshment expenses. I will prepare these ledgers. I will prepare cost category as well as cost center also. And in this case, if you go through the cost centers wise expenses, you will find there are 5 expenses which falls in the category of general expenses as a whole, or in total this is 3080. And in case of refreshment, this is 3680. I will show you there are, I mean, there are 2 ways to consider cost center cost category. This is the first way, number one. And number two, this is predefined. That means you just allocate the percentage of different cost centers and just pass a journal entry. Tally will automatically segregate or disseminate the figures or the amount among all those cost centers. Okay. So before getting into problem number one, I just try to follow some steps. So it would be better if you take a snap of this particular problem before I getting started. So the first of all, what should I do? I already prepare. I mean, this is a continuation of our previous company. We needn't create a new one for this particular cost center. The point is, after this particular topic, I will enter into bank reconciliation, how to reconcile bank statement with my company cash book. So that's why it will be helpful for us. So I don't want to change my previous company. I just continue from the previous one. Okay. So let's start. So first of all, what should I do? I uh, open my tally. I want to share my tally screen. I hope this is visible before you. In my tally, if I want to check my company in previous day, my company name was YZX Limited, and I just want to take a look what the configuration. That means date of year beginning from, financial year beginning from. So click on top left corner, Alt K, or click on company. Then I come down to alter. When I click on alter, it shows me the date. That is the books beginning from 19, 1st April 2019. Okay, that's all. It's fine. Now, for every cases, I would like to mention. It's one kind of reminder. You always take a look on your current period. My current period, as per my the company creation year, is 1920, and I have made entry up to 1st June. My last entry was on 1st June. So fine. So the point is, if you take a look on my PowerPoint, the date also mention here 1/6/2019. So no problem at all. I can free and I can start right from here. So first of all, in case of creation of cost center and cost category, as we have seen that there is a petty cash expenses. So I have to prepare this particular cost category. But before all these things, what should I do? I have to pass a contra entry. If you take a look on your screenshot, you will find the company transfer 7,500 to petty cashier. That means head cashier transfer 7,500 to petty cashier on 2/5/2019. That is the second day of May. So my books beginning from shows 1st June current date. So that's why I need to change it. So click on current date and I want to consider 2nd May 2019. That is 2/5/19. So now take a look on the first part of the screen. Current date shows 2/5/19. Enter into voucher to pass a contra entry. That means head cashier transfer cash to the petty cashier. Date is okay. That is 2nd May. And contra entry is F4. I just click on it. You just take a look top left corner. It shows contra. And at that moment, what should I do? I just consider cash account credited. So press enter. Cash is available here. And the amount which is to be transferred is 7,500 to my petty cashier. But at that particular moment, I have to create a petty cash ledger under cash in hand. So how to create? You will find just right hand side, there is a create option under list of ledger account. I just press enter and write petty cash. So instantly I create the ledger, and under petty cash comes under cash in hand, and I just keep all those field and accept the screen. So petty cash account debit 7,500 to cash account. That means credit cash account. It's done and accept the screen. So money transfer from main cashier to petty cashier. Second part, there is a need to configure. I mean, I have to set or enable cost centers. How to enable cost centers? Just get back to dashboard, that is gateway of tally. Press escape, and you will find F11 options. F11. So when you press F11, you will find company features option, and the third option under accounting, enable cost center. So okay, no problem at all. So I just turn it as yes, third option, enable cost centers, and rest of the item remain unchanged. So I accept the screen by pressing Ctrl A, or you may press enter and accept the screen. Okay, next step. So I just enable or activate cost centers through company features from gateway of tally or dashboard. Now it's time to create cost category fast. If you take a look my PPT, I have started with cost category. So cost category is available under accounting master, but you can't see on this particular screen. So that's why I just press up arrow and enter, show more, and you will find cost category come up. At present, so cost category is under accounting masters. Then press enter and create. I have to create the cost category name, petty cash expenses. And definitely it's all revenue, and no non-revenue, I keep it as no, and accept the script. So cost center creation done. The next step, I repeat again, if you have any doubts, any question, you please ask me, unmute and ask me. Next part, mm, at that moment, after creation of these cost centers, then I have to create different kind of cost center. This is cost category created. Now it's time to create cost centers. You just press an escape key, you will find cost centers available on the previous screen. So this is cost center. I just open it, and as per my questions, I just copy and paste my cost centers from my PPT. So first cost centers print. This is category, falls in which category? The petty cash expenses, and the name of the cost center is printing paper. So printing paper under petty cash expenses. In that way, I just fill it up under primary. After petty cash, there is a postal courier. I just copy and paste postal courier. This is my second cost center. As per question, the third cost center is pen, pencil, eraser. So pen, pencil, eraser. Thereafter, stapler and pin. So this is stapler and pin. Thereafter, last one, not last, sorry, traveling. Yes. And after traveling, other point is refreshment. So refreshment is also there. After refreshment, tea and snacks. Tea and snacks. After tea and snacks, room freshener. So that's all. So it's time to take a look whether I have prepared all these cost centers in correct manner or not. So how to take a look? Now, first of all, I have to come down and display more reports. After display more reports, there is a statement of account. After statement of accounts, cost centers. After cost centers, there is a cost center breakup. So take a look. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 cost centers are available as per my question. 8 cost centers are available. Okay. So it's done properly. So get back to my previous screen. So all the cost center has been created, and now and created under which cost category? The petty cash expenses. I just try to take you again. This is cost centers. This is breakup. All are under petty cash expenses. Okay, done. So next step is what should I do? Now, at that particular moment, I have to create ledger. One is, you can remember, general expenses. Another one is refreshment expenses. So how to create ledger? First of all, you press C and then ledger. When you configure the ledger, want to create the ledger, it would better before getting into this. There is an option which is called configure. And when you click on it, and you will find, I just want to highlight one thing, cost center for the ledger need to be applicable. This one. apply cost center for ledger. That means whenever I pass any voucher entries through this particular ledger, cost center will be applicable. So that's why these feature or these option need to be turned yes or need to be activated. I repeat again, what to activate. Now, whenever you create ledger, when open ledger creation screen, right bottom corner, you will find configure, and in configure, you will find apply cost center ledger and turn it as yes. That's all. So now, my first expenses. This is my first ledger and comes under indirect expenses, definitely. And now, inventory value affected, definitely not. Type of ledger, not applicable in that case, but cost center is applicable, are applicable, yes. So that's all, nothing else. Similar manner, I need to create another ledger. The name of the ledger is refreshment expenses. Okay, it also comes under indirect expenses, no, not applicable, yes, and accept the screen. So there are two ledger which have been created in for that particular purpose. I just press escape and get back my dashboard. Hereafter, I need to pass voucher entries. Voucher entries is available under gateway of tally, then vouchers. And I need to change the date. What's the date? As per my question, the date is 1/6/19. That is 1st June. And the mode is payment. Why payment? This payment is to be made on that particular day. Now continue. Cost class or cost center which has been activated previously. In your case, it may not be it may not be available in your case also. No problem at all. Now the question is debit. General expenses account debit. As per my question, general expenses which amounts to 3080. So write down 3080 under general expenses. Whenever you press an enter, that's the facilities provided by the tally that it will ask you for cost category. So definitely general expenses falls which cost category? Petty cash expenses, as per my question. So whenever you consider petty cash expenses, then name of the first cost center, which one? Now, if you take a look on your PPT, you will find printing paper is my printing paper is my first cost center. The amount in this case is 750. Thereafter, postal courier 1050. Thereafter, pen pencil, the amount is 250. Then stapler 250. Then traveling 780. Done. So that is the general expenses. I mean the segregation of general expenses. Press enter. Enter. Now it's time to consider another expenses which is called refreshment expenses. I press D for make turn it to debit and press R for refreshment. And the amount as per my question which is given 3680. Press enter. It will again ask you the cost category. They falls under the same cost category, so that's why I consider petty cash expenses. And then my first refreshment 1250, refreshment 1250. Thereafter tea snacks 1350, tea snacks 1350. Thereafter room refreshener 1080, room refreshener 1080. So it's done. So now if I consider, so it shows my payment entry, general expenses debit and its segregation, refreshment expenses debit and its segregation. 2, the payment is made through petty cash, not cash. So this is my petty cash account. I have already transferred 7500, so that's why the current balance shows 740. If I deduct 6760, so enter and accept the screen. So that's the way we can consider cost center at the time of passing my voucher entries. Now if you take a look, uh, I just want to show you a comprehensive view. If you take a look your profit and loss account and open it, you will find your expenses. You just get a, yeah, general expenses in total and refreshment expenses in total. So that's all. Now it's time to consider the my second problem under cost center and cost category. I just try to open my screen. This is yeah, I hope it is visible. So the point is, this is the problem. This was the problem number one. It's done. Now come to the problem number two. That is predefined cost center and cost category. I mean cost centers and a class. That's in this case we will learn how to create cost center class. Okay. So it would better if you take a snap of this particular problem, and it will be helpful for us to understand at the time of continuing the solution. Actually, if I consider both the screen in a single laptop screen, it very difficult to accommodate. Number one, number two, you can't get properly. Okay, so that's the question. Salesman commission need to be paid 7,500 by cash to 3 sales executive. The percentage of allocation are predefined. Okay, there are 3 sales executive. Okay, let's start. The date is 1/6/2019. So I just close the screen. I mean stop screening and open my tally. I hope it is visible. Let's start. So what's happened? Now, first of all, so this is a case of cost center classes. So what should I do? At the beginning, first of all, I want to go create, or you may press C directly from your dashboard. Then cost category. This is the cost category. And I have to create a cost category which is called salesman commission. Okay, that's my cost category. Revenue items, we do not consider any non-revenue items and accept the screen. So there is only one cost category, number one. Number two, I have to create cost centers. So where the cost center? These are the cost center under accounting masters. So cost centers under, I mean categories, I have to consider. When you want to choose the category or want to change the category, just put your mouse pointer or here and press space bar, and it will takes you to your required cost categories. My cost category is salesman commission. Press enter. Now the name of the cost category. So first name under cost category is Mr. Kurim. So this is Mr. Kurim. Okay. After Mr. Kurim, the next name is Mr. Das. And then the next name is Mr. Banerjee. Okay, it's done. So category is salesman commission, cost center There are 3 sales executive. So I just accept and get back to my previous screen. Now what should I do? I have to create a ledger which is called commission. So the question is how to prepare this. So commission is a ledger, so that's why I have to create ledger. And in this case, I write down commission. Definitely, it's indirect expenses under this particular group. And no cost center, yes, definitely, and accept the screen. You just press Control A and accept the screen. Now, it's get back and it's time to open cost center class. That's the vital point. I mean, that's why I have chosen this particular problem. So where I am on tally dashboard, then create, then show more. When you press show more, you will find cost center class. Now the question is, what's the utility of this cost center class? So let's see. First of all, company name has been taken. Class name. So I consider name of a class. I mean, I have to write down commission percentage. So that's the cost center class. And next point is cost category. Under which cost category it falls? Now, salesman commission. Now, I have to assign the percentage. So, first of all, as per my question, Mr. Kurim, allocation 45. Then Mr. Das, allocation 25. Then Mr. Banerjee, allocation list. So that's the way end of list. So take a look. My cost center class name is commission percentage. Cost category is salesman commission. Cost center are Karim Das and Banerjee. Done. So accept the screen. So that's the way we prepare a class. What's the utility of the class? Now, class helps us to structural manner. So now, get back gateway of tally. I have to pass the voucher entries. Come to the vouchers. Under the vouchers, this is a one kind of payment. Payment already been selected. I have to change the date. The date is 1/6/19. That is the 1st June. Now I have to assign cost center class. One thing I need to show you, it is activated. But in your case, if you can't find cost center class available right top corner, what should you do? You have to come down right bottom corner, click on configure or press F12. You will find there is a option which is called select cost center class. This one you have to be activated and show list of cost centers. So list of cost centers. Okay, this one. So these are to be activated. So in my case, it's already been activated. So that's why cost center class is shown on that particular area, top right corner. And then you just press C. It will helps you to identify which one is required. In that case, my cost center or my class cost center class name was assigned as commission percentage. So already selected, press enter, commission percentage has been taken. Now the point is I have to debit commission as a ledger. I have to assign the amount which has been given in my problem. Now the point is the payment is to be made through cash. You may may arise a question whether the segregation of 7,500 is gone. It's already considered. I will show you later on. You just put down by cash. Okay, press enter and accept. It's plain and simple, but in background allocation is done. So where should I get this allocation? So go to your dashboard, then come down to your display. When you come down display, you will find account books. Under account books, you will find payment register. Under payment register, you will find in June there are 3 payments are have been made. So now if I open this commission, I will get all the segregation. Interestingly, you will find this one. Sorry, I will get the segregation. This one, Kurim, Das, and so on in this case. Okay, so that's the way we can use. I repeat again. You just take a look. Right top corner, cost center class, commission percentage, commission debited 7500, cash credited. But in that case, it segregation all automatically been taken. So get back to my dashboard, and this is my dashboard, and I have completed this one. So now it's time to open my. If you find I am in a my speed is not comfortable for you, so then definitely you just unmute and tell me. Okay, now I will share my PPT again to enter to show you the next problem under the same heading. So what's the problem? This is the second problem, third problem and last problem under cost center and cost category. Actually, there is a check issue 50,000. Check number has been provided, and Z added to Z ad agency on 2nd June 2019. Here cost category is given, cost allocation ledger is also being given, cost center, but this problem is specifically given for the purpose of considering sub cost centers. If you consider sub cost centers, in case of newspaper, there are 3 newspaper, radio, 2 new radio are given, and this is the segregation. It would be better if you take a snap of this particular problem. I just about to start the solution. So my objective is after completion this problem, then I will enter bank reconciliation. I will show you how to reconcile between cash and bank. Then I will enter into the next topic. Thank you. So I just close the screen and open my Tally. Yeah. So when you open Tally, you will find in a similar manner. So just take a look. First of all, in gateway of Tally, I have to create a new cost category. As per my question, you will find cost category name is given advertisement. Okay. Similar manner, revenue items, non-revenue, no. Done. So cost category already been done. Second point, I have to create different type of cost centers. So there are cost centers. So definitely I have to change the category. Just press up arrow, then press space bar, and you will find advertisement. Under advertisement, if you take a look on your question, you will find one thing I want to mention here in my problem. Promotional outlay is my cost category. Good, no problem. Now I will show you if I want to change. I just want to change advertisement into promotional category. So let's see. Come to alter, enter cost category, advertisement, and change it promotional outlay. No problem at all. Rest of the item remain identical. I just select create, then come to cost centers, and cost category should be considered as promotional outlay in the place of advertisement. Okay. So now my first, I just consider all those things. Okay. So the first point is, what should I consider? Sub cost centers. In this case, we have to consider sub cost centers and cost centers both. So that's why in my case, the cost center, first cost center is, if you take a look on your question, newspaper. So newspaper under primary. Next one is hoarding, hoarding under primary. Next one is websites, websites under primary. Last one is radio, radio under primary. On the same screen, I will create sub ledger. So take a look. First of all, telegraph. Okay. So telegraph, when you put down telegraph, okay. So name is telegraph, but it is not under primary. Press space bar and you will find a newspaper. So that's the way you can create sub cost center under a particular cost center. So you take a look, it look like this. My category is promotional outlay. My main cost center is newspaper. My sub cost center is telegraph. So telegraph comes under newspaper. So before creating telegraph, I have to create newspaper first. Before newspaper, I have to create promotional outlay first. So promotional outlay, then as a category, then cost center, main cost center is newspaper, then sub cost center is telegraph. Similar manner, under after telegraph, there are another item which is called Times of India. So you consider Times of India under newspaper. Okay. After Times of India, you will find Economic Times similarly under newspaper. So it's done. Thereafter, we have to consider radio. We have to, that is FM radio under radio. FM radio under radio. You just press R, radio will come up. And in this case, another big 92.7, it also comes under radio. So I have already prepared all the item which has which has been given on your topic. So it would better to take a look by all the cost centers in a snapshot or in a single frame. How to take a look on your all the cost centers. So it is a one kind of report. I just try to show you. This is chart of accounts. You just open it. Then cost centers. You just open it, and it will show you. I mean, if you find some problem, so it will show you all the cost centers in a single frame, list of cost centers, sub cost centers also. And I just want to show you one step further. You just get back previous screen, multi-master, right top, sorry, right bottom corner, the second item, second last item. Click on it, multi-alter, and you will find all those items which has been created. Okay. If I press all items, it will show you the category, all the categories which I have created till now. Then all the cost centers and sub cost centers also. Okay. So that's a bird's eye view about your all the cost centers, all the cost category you have already created in this particular session. So that's the way you can get all, you can get a picture of all cost centers and cost categories. I just get back to my dashboard. So now the question is, I mean, now the one to mention one thing, that it's time to create the ledger. Ledger means this is ledger. The ledger name advertisement expenses. Okay. Under indirect expenses, it's okay, okay, okay. That is no. I mean nothing. I mean there is and several fields have been available, but you just keep all those fields and just consider cost center applicable. Yes. Okay. So accept the screen, Control A, or accept save the screen, no problem at all. Now it's time to go to the voucher. I have already created all those things, so now it's time to pass the voucher entries. Go to the voucher, and it's a payment. Already payment has been selected. I have to change the date, 2nd June, that is 2619. In 2nd June, what's happened? I have already created cost center class, but in that case I needn't consider cost center classes. So this is advertisement expenses. As per my question, advertisement expenses has been given 50,000. Okay, now it will ask you the cost center, cost category first. So now the point is advertisement expenses. You just press, it's under promotional outlay. Yeah. Now cost center name. The first cost center name, as per my question, if you take a look, you will find Telegraph 4000. So Telegraph 4000. After Telegraph, you will find times 6000. Times 6000. After times, you will find economic times 5000. Economic times 5000. Done. So thereafter, all are under a promotional category. So no problem at all. So now it's time to consider hoarding also. So if you consider hoarding, if you will find 18,000. I have to write down 18,000. After 18,000, website 7,000. Website 7,000. After website 7,000, you will find radio. So radio means first of all Red FM. But one thing, Red FM. So Red FM, the amount is given 4500, 4500, and thereafter the last one Big FM 5500. So 5500 automatically being considered. So that's all. And yeah. So everything has been considered as per my choice, and we have to credited SBI through check. It has been given. So bank SBI 50,000, and as per my question, check number is also given. I just put down the check number. Yeah, there is a one in previous case. And accept the screen. So that's all. Now, what I want to mention in that case, I want to show you the report. So report is like this: get back the dashboard, then display more reports, and in display you will find statement of accounts. Under statement of accounts, cost centers. Under cost centers, category summary, and in category summary, if I want to change the configuration, right bottom corner configuration, and these are the configuration. You may change as per your own way, no problem at all. And so I just keep it intact. So these are the uh, few of all expenses subject to, I mean, what cost centers are applicable for that particular expense. So now get back to dashboard, and I just try to show you the profit and loss account. Just press P from dashboard. and you will find profit and loss account. This is the expanded view of profit and loss account. You will find all the expenses comes under uh, indirect expenses and so on so on. So that's all. Now it's time to show you. So we have completed cost center and cost category. Now it's time to show you the next topic. I repeat again, if you find uh, any problem, you just unmute yourself. It will be helpful for me to address your issue. Okay. So now the next part is take a look. Yeah, this is bank reconciliation. In bank reconciliation, this is the theoretical part. I just keep all these things. So take a look. In my company name is you just consider not ABCD. You just consider ZYX, and I will show you the bank balance as per my bank account shows. I mean, my bank account as per my company book, and the below one is the bank statement. So definitely my bank account it is better to show you my bank account at the beginning. So take a look. Acha, it would better you just take a snap of this first slide. Yeah, my SBI passbook, sorry, SBI bank account as per my company book, it shows the balance 3,75,000 on 2821. You just consider not 21, it is 2019 as per my question. On 2nd August 2019, my cash book shows a bank balance 3,75,000, but my bank book shows the date has been provided July to August. My bank book shows at the end of the August 3,51,000. So there is a mismatch. Let's see. First of all, you take a snap of this particular slide for your ready reference, and then the company identify the discrepancies, and these discrepancies is provided in the next slide. Now we need to pass the following 3 voucher entries. So these are the discrepancies. We have to reconcile these vouchers. I mean these entries. Okay. I hope all of you get these slides. So I just uh, stop the screen and open my tally. I repeat again, if you find it is I just deliver in a fast way, so definitely you stop me. Okay. So now it would better to show you the balance sheet. Yeah. If you take a look on my balance sheet, you will find the opening balance on 2nd June 2019 is 3,80,000. Now, if you take a look on your screen, I mean on the particular, I repeat again, that means I will try to show you again for your ready reference. I share that particular PPT again. Just take a look. This is my opening balance 3,80,000 at the top of this page. Okay, as per my company book. Okay, done. So I get back to my tally and try to show you This is 3,80,000 at the beginning of the month. If I change the date, I hope it would be beneficial for you. This is 1,419 to 1,719. So take a look. This is 1,719. Okay, 3,80,000. So now we just start. First of all, come to the voucher. In the voucher, we have to consider contra, and the date is 31st 7 19, 31st 7 19. In this case, cost center class is not applicable. You may just click on configure, and cost center class, yeah, cost center detail, it's no. Cost center class is also no. Okay, so that is 31st July, and cash is to be credited of rupees 20,000. If you take a look on your screen, I mean on your snapshot, you will find on 31st 7 2019, cash deposited into bank 20,000. So cash deposited into bank 20,000. That is the first table which has been provided on your screen or on my PPT. To SBI or to bank 20,000. Okay, so accept the screen. So in that case, it is given 10 2,000 rupee note. It's imaginary, and 20,000 is accepted. So accept the screen. Okay. Then, if you take a look on the first table, there is an entry on the same date. This is called, if you find this one, Wood Furniture Limited deposited. I mean, check received from Wood Furniture Limited and deposited. Those who are who attended my previous class, you can remember this entry which has been passed. This is was a credit sale entry. So check received from him. So what to do now at that particular moment? F6, that is called receipt. In receipt, the date is given 31st 7 19, and you will find that we have to credit Wood Furniture. Okay, the amount is 25,000. Then against, definitely it's against reference, we made a sale, it's given, and we will debit through SBI bank, and it's done. So instrument number need to be provided. I consider an imaginary instrument number 32150 and accept the screen. So this is my second step in my bank reconciliation statement. I pass second entry as per my question. Now, if you took a look, the next line of my question, that is the last line, check issue to De Brothers 2nd August against some for my purchase. So now, if I want to issue the check, definitely I have to consider payment mode F5. Date is to be considered 2nd August 28 19, and in that case I have to debit Day Brothers, and you can look current balance below the Day Brothers is so 1,75,000. Now I will pay 50,000 as per my question. Against reference will be taken automatically. So in that, these are the two pending bills of the same reference. So I consider this one, and I have to credit bank SBI, and there is an instrument number I have to mention in that case. So 65430. This is also an imaginary number, and accept the screen. So up to these, I have completed my entries as per the question. So now we will check the bank ledger balance as per our company books of accounts. So back to the gateway of Tally, then display more reports, then come to the account books. This is the account books. Then come to ledger, then come to bank SBI, and we change the date all sorry, yeah, F2, and the date range is 1/7/19 to 31st/8/19. When I press an enter, it will show you the entries. This is my bank ledger. From company's point of view, it shows 3,75,000. Okay, so now as per my question, if you take a look on your snap, you will find my opening balance 3,80,000 shows. Okay, as per table 1 on my PPT, and the closing balance is shown as per bank statement is 3,51,000. So that's the mismatch, and I point out all those figures where mismatching is taken place. If you take a look on your snap, you will find out 3,51,000 on 31st August 21 as per my bank statement. But as per my cash book, the bank account shows 3,75,000 on last date, 31st August 2019. Okay, so let's get back to dashboard. It's time to reconcile my bank statement with my bank account in my company's book. So gateway of Tally, then come to banking. So this is the utility tab, banking. Press enter, and you will find bank reconciliation. That's the second last item. I repeat again, gateway of Tally, then banking, then bank reconciliation. And when you enter into this, yeah, it will show you the reconciliation statement, and the date is vital. In that case, the date I need to consider, I need to change here 1/7/18. That's my date range as per question. 31st August, sorry, not 18, this is 19. 1/7/19 to 31st August 19, and accept the screen. Now the point is, the above screen shows bank balance as per bank 3,80,000, and which doesn't match SBI bank statement 3,51,000. 3,51,000 is given in my question. So now it's time to choose. The first one is contra entry. So on the same day, it will entered into my bank account. Okay. So that's why on bank date, I mentioned the same date. Wood furniture in case of wood furniture which has been receive on the 2nd August. Okay, so but again this particular check has been dishonored on the same day, so that's why I try to keep it blank. And the next one, which is says Day Brothers, and in Day Brothers you will find um, check issued to Day Brothers on 31st, so that's why 31st 8/19 it's done. And it's accept, yes, it's accept. Now after accepting, we get back gateway of tally. If you find it is difficult, definitely I repeat again, you ask me your question without any hesitation. So then in gateway of tally, I repeat again, I have to pass some of the vouchers, that is payment voucher, and the date is 31st July 19. Actually, these 4 entries is given at the last page of my PPT, which you have already taken the snap. Okay, so change date. Then the point is I have to create bank charges. You have, we will find the bank charges given. I mean, has been charged on 31/7/2019 rupees 50, but bank charges account has not been prepared. So I have to press Alt C and write down bank charges. So in bank charges, you will find this is definitely indirect expenses, and all are not applicable. Definitely cost center is not applicable, accept the screen. So 50 rupees has been charged. Okay, and then accept SBI, that is the bank SBI. So bank charges account debit to bank account, I just accept the screen. That is the first entry at the last page in my PPT. Now we have to pass an entry of dishonor of check provided by Wood Furniture Limited. So the point is uh, we have to pass the reverse entry when we receive. So it was a receipt entry. Now the opposite entry, that means through payment entry, payment is showing no problem at all. But the date is 2nd August, so 2.8.19. Okay. So Wood Furniture Limited, I have to consider Wood Furniture Limited debit, and 25,000. Okay. Against reference, automatically been, this is 25,000, not 15. I just take a look. This is 25. Okay. Yeah. So the point is, when we consider payment mode and to have chosen 25,000 debited to bank account, that is my bank account 25,000. I accept the screen. Okay, just take a look. So this is the just opposite entry. Now there is a dishonor charges of 125. Same under payment mode 31st 8 2018 19, sorry, 31st August 19. Bank charges, so I have to consider bank charges 125 for dishonor of checks, and 125 has been considered. So bank charges also been considered. Now the last entry, as per your last page of the slides, the interest credited 1175. So I have to prepare an account which is called interest on bank deposit. So accept the screen. This is the receipt one, and date is 31st August. 31st August 19. I have to prepare the bank account, definitely debit, and I have to consider I have to consider interest on bank deposit. So in credited, so alt C, interest on on bank deposit. Okay, this is indirect income. Cost center not applicable. Accept. How much? 1175. And debit bank account. It's done. And accept the screen. So now we take a look on my bank reconciliation statement on my from my gateway of Tally. I repeat again, from my gateway of Tally, you will find banking. Under banking, you will find bank reconciliation. Under bank reconciliation, these are the date. I mean, I have to mention. So what to do at the beginning on 20? I have to change the date first. You take a look. The date is 1/7/19 to 31st August 19. Okay, that's all. So 25,000 which has been dishonored to 2nd August 19. So I mentioned the date. 50 rupees which has been deducted 31st July 19 considered. 25,000, that's the wood furniture. The first 25,000 received, second 25,000 payment. That is, the date is 2nd August, 2nd 8 19. And 125 charges 31st August, 31st 8 19. And 1175 again 31st August, 31st 8 19. Done. Okay. So now you just observe the bottom three numbers. When I press enter, it just turned to 351, 351. Okay. So that's the way we can reconcile our statements. I mean, bank reconciliation statement. Okay. In previous day, I have mentioned that I will try to start with budget and budgetary control also, and then to some extent GST. So I try to complete within short time frame. So for budgeting, it would better if we consider a separate company for budget and control purpose. I mean, we don't want to continue this one under the same company. It would better if we create a new company for the purpose of budget and control. Okay. So this is top left corner company, and you will find create. So my company name, I intentionally consider budget and control. If you have any question, please ask me. Please stop me. No problem at all. One. Okay. And this is, I consider West Bengal. The date is, say, 1 year back, 1/4/22. Or if you find some problem, I just take a look on my question. It is given 1920. Okay, so I just change the date 1/4/19. Accept the script. And thereafter and thereafter I consider I need to change a feature. I mean, in I have already considered cost centers, so it doesn't create any problem. I have mentioned one thing: GST is to be deactivated. After completion, this one we will start GST. Accept the stream. Okay. Now it would. It's the time to show you the problem first. Just take a look. My PPT. I just show you the problem. Uh, if you consider budget and control, there are three types. Okay, you just see the second line: group wise, ledger wise, cost center wise. I will show you all these three. In case of group wise, so you will find this one, that is the budget for July to October 19, regarding office expenses. From July to 19 October, we consider companies. At first, we just consider 5 lakh capital and 2.5 lakh cash, 2.5 lakh bank. At first, we will create these three ledgers, and then these are the budget estimated amount: refreshment 10,000, office rent 25, electricity bill 5, and total 40,000. It is for monthly case. So 40,000 for 4 months. That means July, August, September, October, 4 months. 1,60,000 is the budgeted office expenses. And below these, you will find actual office expenses for these 4 months. Okay, but the total, I mean, actual expenses exceed budgeted expenses by 3,500. This is 163,500 and this is 160. So the point is how to get all these budgeted report and actual report, or how to maintain the budget group wise. You may take a snap of these particular slides, then I will proceed. Okay. Mm, now I hope my screen is not visible. Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want to open the tally. Yeah. So in tally, for budget and control, what should I do? At first, we have prepare budget and control. I just always you just consider or be aware regarding the current period and current date. Current period and current date is okay as per my question. So now it's time to create three ledgers. So first of all, chart of accounts, then ledgers, then multi masters, and then multi create. So in multi create, what's happened? The first one is capital. As per my question, capital is given. I mean, is 5 lakh. Then cash 5 lakh to 2.5 lakh, and uh, bank 2.5 lakh. So I accept the screen. Come to the bank account. Sorry, I have to prepare bank account also. That is called I consider SBI under bank 2,50,000. Then come to cash. Everything is okay. And the opening balance shows 2,50,000. Okay, done. So now back to the dashboard and consider balance sheet. And this is my balance sheet. I just, for the sake of expenses, I just want to keep 2 lakh, 2.5 lakh, 2.5 lakh in both the cases. Okay, get back. So now I just about to start the office expenses in group. So now come to the create, then group under accounting, remember, and this group name is office expenses. Under office expenses, you will find it comes under indirect expenses. So this is not a ledger, I repeat again, this is a group creation heading and I keep all those as it is. There is no changes at all. Okay, this is not to be used as a sub ledger, etc., etc. So now I will create ledger. What will happen in case of ledger? Uh, uh, I just try to maintain the multi ledger, shorten my time, chart of accounts, then ledger, then multi user, multi create all items. So what's happened in this case? I have to create as per my question. If you take a look, you will find there are four type of expenses. One is refreshment. So consider refreshment first. Refreshment comes under office expenses. This is office expenses. After refreshment, there is office rent. I repeat again, office expenses is a group which has been created. Under this group has been created as indirect expenses. Under this group, all those budgeted expenses has been considered. Only three budgeted expenses are there. So I accept the screen. So three expenses ledger has been created. All those three expenses ledger comes under a group which is called office expenses, and is this group has been created under indirect expenses. That's all up to this. Next, again, get back to gateway of tally, and it's time to create ledger. Where ledger is available? It's an interesting question. Gateway tally, then create, then you will find budget, but I can't get budget. So what should I do now? Show more and then come to budget. Okay. If you can't get any item or required item, you just press up arrow and select show more. Then the full list will come up. Okay. So let's consider budget. So budget is look like this. And my budget name, I mean, I have to assign a name. So as per question, you will find there is a name budget for July. I just copy and paste this name 2019 comes under primary. Now take a look from period 1/7/19, that means July, to 31st 10/19. Okay, so that is the period of budget. I already mentioned there are three types of budget. One is group, another one is ledger, another one is cost center. So we have started with group, so that's why I have to turn it as yes. Okay, that is the group budget. Now question comes group names. So group names in this case, I have to consider office expenses. This is the group name. Now it will ask you type of budget. Sorry, cost centers. Actually, this is not a case of cost center, so you needn't consider anything. So not applicable. And the amount, as per my question, these budgeted amount of this particular group or office expenses is 1,60,000. I have to put down the value under amount. Remember, this is not, there is no case of cost center, so I just keep cost centers. Type of budget always on closing balance. as per my question also. So accept the screen, no ledger, no cost centers, and accept the screen. So budget has been done. I mean created. Now it's time to feed the amount on monthly basis. So how to feed the value on monthly basis? Budgeted value. Okay. Now take a look. I have to put both the budgeted value and actual expenditure under this particular heading. So come to the voucher dashboard, then voucher, then always all are payments. So I have to consider payment mode, that is F5, and time start from 1st July, that is 1/7/19. Okay. So we just consider one by one. First of all, refreshment. It is, if you take a look your screen, the actual expenses is given for July. Refreshment is 12,000. Okay. So what I am doing now, I just put down the actual expenses. Skip the cost centers. Okay, I have to, cost centers will come up. When cost centers come up, it will better to deactivate it. So how to deactivate? Now in this case, cost center, if I want to deactivate all those cost centers, I hope all are deactivated, but still cost center, cost category come up. I mention at the beginning. So before I repeat again, I just get back from this screen to my dashboard, press F11, press F11. This is my company name. That is the company feature. I have to deactivate cost centers. Okay. So that's the way I can deactivate cost center from all sphere of transaction or option. Accept the screen, get back gateway of tally, then again voucher. I know the date 1/7/19, and I also know that it is the payment. First one is refreshment, that is 12,000. Again debit, that is office rent, and the amount is 25,000. Again debit, press D. Then electricity, that is 4,800. Remember, these three expenses is the actual expenses which has been incurred. Cash, in cash, 41,800. Done. So this is on 1st July. Next, the date is 1st August, 1/8/19. Similar manner, refreshment is 11,000. Then office rent is 25,000. Then electricity, that is 6,000. Gas 42,000. Done. This is August. This is for August. All are actual expenses, not budgeted. Then come to the September, that is 1/9/19. First of all, come to the refreshment. Refreshment is given 9500. 9500. After refreshment, there is office rent 25,000. After office rent, there is the electricity. Electricity is 4,500. And as a whole, this is 39,000. Done. And the last date is 1/10, that is October 19. My actual expenses for refreshment is given as 8,700. Thereafter, my office rent is increased by 1,000, that is 26,000. Thereafter, my electricity bill 6,000. Electricity bill 6,000, and it's done. Total is 40,700. So now it's time to get or view the budget. How to get the budget? If I just want to compare with the actual and budgeted amount. So gateway of tally, then come to the display. For your convenience, I just press down arrow. In your case, you just press D, it will open up, and then you will find trial balance. You just open up. After trial balance, you will get right hand side budget variance. Okay, or you may press F10. Budget variance will open up, and then you have to select. There is only one budget, so doesn't matter. And you have to select the date is vital, so press alt sorry F2. Our budgeted date 1/7/19 to 31st 10/19, 7 8 9 10 4 months, and this is the final figure. If you want to get expanded or detailed view, you will find in such a way the percentage which has been increased by 2.187%. So, or approximately 2.19. So that's the way we can consider. The first column is the budget, and I mean is the expenses which has been budgeted 1,60,000. The second column is actual 1,63,500, and the third column shows, I mean the third one, the last one shows the difference, that is 3,500. So that's all for budget group wise, not ledger wise, not cost center wise. Okay, if you have any question, you may ask. Otherwise, I will proceed to the next part. So, as time permit, I think it would better to I just stop and share my PPT. In PPT, I hope it is visible. You will find ledger wise budget. So the each and individual ledger, that is the, you can find carriage inward, telephone bill, stationery. So all these are given, and my budgeted expenses for these three items for next 3 months are 55,000, and my actual expenses is shown uh, at the bottom. You can see it exceeds, and by 2,300, that is 57,300. Now the company name and the same company, we just try to prepare from November to January. We have already prepared from July to October. So in that case, we consider company withdrew cash from SBI. That means my bank account 1 lakh on last date of October, and then on 1st November, cash in hand it shows 1,86,000, and balance with SBI 1,50,000, and company estimated expenses is like this. Okay, then finally I will check it out whether the discrepancies or whether the budget and this differ from my actual expense. So take a snap of this particular screen, and I just about to solve this one. So first of all, what should I do? I make a transfer, I mean contra entry of rupees 1 lakh from bank to cash. That means cash withdraw from bank. Okay. So I just open my tally. Just a minute. I hope it is visible. Get back to the dashboard. So first of all, what should I do? I have to transfer 1 lakh rupee from bank to office cash. So voucher, then contra, and date has been provided 31st October. 19. Okay, this is the contra entry, and we have to credit SBI for rupees 1 lakh. Yeah, 1 lakh, and we have to debit cash. Okay, done. So contra entry has been made. So amount transfer from bank to cash. Now, what should I do? I have to get back to my dashboard, and then chart of accounts. I have to prepare all those ledger at one shot. Then right bottom corner, you will find multi masters. Then multi create. So what are the uh, expenses I need to consider? Now, first of all, create ledger for carriage inward. This is the carriage inward, uh, and carriage inward under direct expenses. No opening balance. Then telephone bill. Telephone bill under indirect expenses, and stationery also under indirect expenses. Stationery also under indirect expenses. Okay, done. So all these three has been completed. There is no opening balance. All these cases. Now we create budget for ledger. So get back again. Create budget is showing. If in your case, if it is not shown, then you just click on show more and you will get it. What's the name of the budget? As per your question, you will find the name of the budget is budget for November to January 2020. This one, primary, and the period is given from 1st November 11 19 to 31st Jan 20. So this is not a group, but this is a ledger. Okay. So now the point is account name. First of all, carriage inward on closing balance. In my case, budgeted amount is given 35,000. If you take a look on your screen, on your snap, you will find this. Then telephone bill on closing balance, this is 15,000. And then stationery on closing balance, 5,000. Okay, done. So accept the screen. Accept the screen. Then what's happened? We pass the actual entries. So gateway of tally. Then come to the voucher. Under voucher, payment F5. In my case, for the first one, 1st November 2019. So now I just put down the value. First of all, carriage inward. Sorry, carriage inward is given as per my question 13,000. 13,000 debit. Then telephone bill is given 5,000. Then stationery is given 1,400. Okay, and this is actual entry. So cash 19,400. In similar way, I have to consider the next date 1/12/2019. 1/12/2019. Carriage inward 11,500. Carriage inward 11,500. debit, carriage inward, then for December, telephone 6,000, stationery 1,800. Telephone 6,000, again debit, stationery 1,800. So then cash, it's okay. So it's done. That is the 1st December, then 1st Jan 20. Again carriage. In January 20, carriage is 14,000, 1,4. After carriage, telephone 3,000. After telephone, that is stationery. Stationery is 1,600, and it's done 18,600. So it's okay. I accept the screen. Now it's time to view the budget. How to view the budget? You just get down display, then trial balance, then right hand side press F10, or you will find budget variance. You have to choose the budget name. In my case, that this is the budget name. Now you have to choose the date. Date is 1/11/19, 1/11/19 to 31st Jan 20, 31st Jan 20. So that's the budget. You will find the discrepancies in, actually, on the basis of individual account, only two cases. Direct expense, I just try to details. Yeah, you will find carriage outward, inward exceeds the figure, but stationery, it doesn't exceed the budgeted amount, and telephone bill also, that didn't exceed the actual amount. In case of actual bill, actually allotted 15,000. I mean estimated amount is 15,000, but actual incurred 14,000. That's all. Now it's time to show you. I mean, as the time will permit, I will try to touch upon GST to some extent. So this is my company. I repeat again, if you have any question or if you have any suggestions, please write or please unmute and tell me what is your requirement. So it would be better for me to deliver. Okay, so I just stop presenting, and now I open to my slide. This is my GST slides, and in GST slides you will find, I will try to cover most of the items as the time permit. Okay, but let's start to what extent we could reach. We will try to see. I consider all those cases. I mean composite supply, then reverse charge mechanism for unregistered dealer, then composition dealer also. Then we will finally try to get into job costing. Okay, let's see to what extent we can reach today. The first of all, we will start with, I just don't want to get enter into all these types of detail. I hope you are well known about it. So yeah, this is my first problem. This is the transaction for registered dealer, plain and simple. And I hope it will be beneficial for you. Actually, what the software is latest software which is provided by Tally Solutions. You may have some idea. I mean, may have some hands-on idea on this particular software in previous version, but the latest version has some changes. I mean, it makes better or make it easy for you. So take a look what Tally offer for us. So this is the case of registered dealer, and it's opening balance sheet of the registered dealer. I mean regular dealer. Sorry. The date is 1/4/21, and imaginary capital, closing stock, and bank. I just try to minimize all those things. And on the other hand, you will find that it's the imaginary registration number. So in case at the time of making payment, I mean when I tried, I just about to make pay the GST, then it creates some problem. But there is an option also. I can manage this particular problem. I can show you how to manage this one. And this is the breakup of my closing stock. You will find product group, HSN code, and so on, so on. Now, in the next slide, I hope it would be better if I show you in such a manner. Okay. So in next slide, you will find this is my GST details. I just skip UA bill for time being. Then this is a company from West Bengal. The GST code 19 start with 19. That's the code for West Bengal, and this is the transaction. One transaction is very interesting. You will, if you take a look, you will find that the first transaction, both are local transaction. First purchase transaction where GST are excluded, and in case of sales transaction, GST are intentionally included. So I will show you this one also. Then I will show you the print of sale invoice. And this is a composite supply. That means when I consider some items which associated with goods, a bundle of supply, which is not primary but secondary, but need to be considered. For example, packaging, transportation, insurance, etc., etc. So it need to be considered as expenses charged in your purchase, and GST made payment for that particular packaging on the same day. So how to consider this, I will show you. So in this one, and one more thing I will try to manage in this session. This is sales return. Let's see what extent we can complete. If not, and then we will continue in next class also. So for exclusively for GST purpose, I consider if I prepare a new company with that particular name, so it will be beneficial for us. If I can't manage to complete today, we can continue this one in next day also. So it beneficial for us. Okay, you just take the snap of this particular slide. This is the first slide for GST. This is the problem. This is the second. Sorry, take this one transaction. Uh, this is the, I mean, one local purchase and local sale. This is the last. This is the composite supply when we consider, and interstate sale. Then we also consider these composition services. I mean, or supply and goods, and this is the sales return. Okay, local sales return. Okay, let's start. Mm, yeah. So I just stop presenting the existing screen and open my Tally. I hope it is visible before you. I repeatedly request you, if you have any doubts, any question, please unmute and ask your question. Or if you want to get uh, if you want to have some other type of question which is not related with that particular topic, don't hesitate, please ask. No problem at all. Okay. So first of all, what should I do? I will open Tally. I hope it is visible before you, and just follow the steps. So first of all, I have to create a company. So this is top left corner company. This is create. This is the name of the company. In that case, is say GST. And I just mentioned that today 11 October 2023. This is the date we have prepared this company. Okay, for in case of GST, I have to mention the address. So I considered this GT Road, and this is Kolkata and West Bengal. I just keep all those things. And for our convenience, if you take a look the question, you will find 21, the date 141421. Okay, so that's all. I hope I consider most of the items. Oh yeah, one more item I need to be considered, otherwise Tally will not allow me to proceed for at the time of passing GST entries. That is the PIN code. It's vital. So that's almost completed. I have 1421 my books beginning from. I mean financial year beginning from, and accept my screen. Okay, done. So now I have to deactivate cost center in that case. So I just turn it as no, and also mm, activate GST right hand side. Yeah, this is the new screen Tally 3.0.1, and you will find this is the registration regular SSE on other territory. No, I have to put down an imaginary GST number on my question. I have mentioned, I have already mentioned. So this is my GST number. Okay, done. This is monthly. E-invoicing not applicable. E-bill applicable. It is also no. And finally, accept the thing. And rest of the item keep it intact, no change at all. So press Control A, and it will takes you to the dashboard. I repeat again, in every time you try to, you should be conscious about the current period and current date. You just take a look after creating the company, the current period doesn't change. So I have to change it, double click. So 1/4/21 to 31st/3/22. Okay. I need to change current date. No, current date is okay. It has been already been taken. So now we just about to start our topic GST today, and we try to cover within this short period of time. Okay, let's see. If not, we will continue in next class also. So first of all, as per my question, I have to prepare ledgers, capital, bank, and cash. So let's proceed. Uh, First of all, create, okay, shortcut, that is chart of accounts, ledgers, multi masters, right bottom corner, multi masters, multi create, all item, and capital. Under capital, and the amount is 16,50,000. Thereafter, I consider bank name is SBI. This is bank, and the amount is given 7,90,000. So it's done. Now accept the screen, and just come down to cash and put down the value at the bottom under opening balance 6 lakh. Okay, done. So now take a look on the balance sheet. This is my balance sheet, and you will find it as per my question. No problem at all. I hope if you have any doubts, any question, you please ask. Then it's time to create the ledgers. There is one purchase, one sale, one return. So okay. So first of all, under create ledger, we have to create purchase. Under purchase, inventory value affected, definitely yes. Uh, Type of ledger, in that case, not applicable. Include in assessable value calculation, definitely not. GST applicable, yes, GST applicable. HSN code details, definitely I will try to as per company or group, but in this case, that what does it mean? This is the feature which given in the previous tally version is which has been critically given, but now it make it simple and easily understandable. So GST rate detail also given at the time of group creation, not here. This is a case of group. So fine, no problem at all. To accept the screen. If you want to take a look, you just look it again. I keep all those field are no, just GST applicability yes, and HSN rate etc. as per group is given. So accept the screen. After uh, purchase, it's also needs to create sales. Under sales, yes, no, no, applicable and applicable. It's okay. This is good. Okay, done. So sales is also there. Now it's time to create CGST. CGST under duty and taxes. This is GST. This is CGST. Percentage calculation not considered. Normal rounding and rounding limit 2. Plain and simple, nothing else. And trust. Then there is GST, duty and taxes, GST. This is SGST, rounding 2. After SGST, this is IGST. It's also duty and taxes, then GST, then IGST, and normal rounding and 2. It's done. Okay, so we have almost covered what the require ledgers. Next point is, if you take a look on the question, you will find my supplier name is ST Limited. Okay, so I have to prepare a creditor in the name of ST Limited. So ST Limited is my creditor. So this is Sunday creditor. Maintain bill by bill, definitely yes. Default credit period, credit days, I just keep inventory value no. But in this is a case of GST, so I have to mention the detail. So this is MG Road, and I also consider him as the local supplier, state of West Bengal. I have to put down the PIN code. Mobile, I keep mobile number, contact details, bank details also I just keep it. And I have to mention the PAN number. So I mention the PAN number, regular dealer, and his GST number is also been considered. GST number also been considered. Okay, done. It shows invalid or incomplete, no problem at all. Then yes, set or alter GST, additional GST, sorry, set alter additional GST details, yes. This is West Bengal. And ST Limited, there is no case of opening balance. I just put down the information or data. Okay. So accept the screen. I repeat again, if you have any question, please ask me. No problem at all. Okay, next. If it is not visible, then definitely you just unmute and tell me. Then, so supplier ledger has been created. Then it's time to prepare data ledger. In my question, data name is QR Limited. So this is my QR Limited, and he is my Sunday debtor. Maintain bill by bill, yes. Inventory value not affected. He is also a local one. That is, I consider 7 Strand Road. This is Kolkata, India, Bengal 700003. And I have to mention PAN number of this particular buyer and put it down regular, and I have to mention the GST number also. So it is time consuming, but it should be better when you will find your invoice. It will impress you. Okay. So yes, Y and no opening balance. QR is done. So I consider this is enough for the first slide. I just cover the first slide. So now what to do? Back to dashboard. Now we have to create the stock items. If you find your the first slide, you will find the closing stock segregation has been provided. Closing stock value was 2,60,000. So I have to mention, I have to create the stock group, provide HSN number, etc. etc. So first of all, gateway of tally, then create, then unit. Under unit, you have to create pieces. Sorry, pieces. And I skip formal name and UQC name is considered. So done. So then after pieces, we have to prepare stock group. So get back, press escape, escape. This is stock group. In my question, you will find stock group. There are two product group or stock group. One is LED TV 32 inch. I just put down this one, LED TV 32 inch. This is primary. Should the quantity be added? So I consider it yes. I just want to take a look whether this point is given or not. So no problem at all. Now the point is HSN or SSE. So definitely specify detail here. I have to mention. What's the AC HSN code? As per my question, if you take a look, you will find HSN code is given. So I just put down this particular code. So this is my HSN code. I just keep description. Again, GST rate details, specify rate details. Those who are not accustomed with the new version of Tally, you just take a look. This is the latest version, and there is some little bit difference with the previous one. So specify here detail. This is taxable, and the taxable amount is 1899. It's okay. So this is the primary TV. I mean the primary item under primary stock group. Okay. Now after LED, we have to prepare another stock group, that is after LED TV, that is LED fixture. So this is LED fixture. Primary quantity added, yes. Specify detail here. HSN code is given in my question 9405. And description, I skip the description. Again, specify detail. It is taxable. and the rate is given 12%, you just put down. So it's all. So two stock group has been completed, I mean created. Accept the screen. Now it is time to create. I mean, this is the vital part. It is time to create stock item. So get back. This is stock item. I am under create mode. I mean, about to create stock item. Now come to the stock item name. So one thing I need to mention here before getting into the stock item, you just click on right bottom corner configure. If you click on configure, so in that case, what should I do at the beginning? I need to change a little bit for my convenience. So first of all, stock group stock items, it's yes, category, okay, no problem at all. It doesn't make any changes. Bill of material is not required here. And MRP details, yes, I just mentioned MRP detail, yes, in that particular case. And then the last item that is called provide opening balance. Okay, provide opening balance, it also get yes. And nothing new, everything is okay. So accept the screen by pressing Ctrl A. Now I have to put down the name of the item, which is called, the brand name is given Sony LED TV. Okay, the Sony. So I consider uh, here Sony LED. This is TV. So group, I mean under LED TV 32-inch pieces, GST applicability, you just take a look. In the latest version, there is some changes. In previous version, whenever you press select applicable and press enter, it will take you another window. But in this case, no window will open up as per uh, stock group given. So we already consider stock group LED TV 32-inch. So whatever be the quantity, sorry, whatever be the percentage, whatever be the HSN code, everything already been given. So tally will consider that particular group or information fetch from that particular group and consider at the time of passing any entry, any kind of purchase or sale entry which is associated with Sony LED. Okay. So GST rate also as per companies or stock group, no problem at all. And supply of goods, definitely it's a goods. Alter set or alter MRP details. So I consider yes, MRP is needed. So allow MRP modification. Yes, MRP modification, it's okay, no problem at all. In that case, MRP given, if you take a look on the question, you will find MRP is 29500 per pieces, inclusive duty and taxes. I keep it no. Okay. And then there is a opening balance, definitely. You will take a look on opening balance of Philips, sorry, on Sony, 10 pieces, 21,000 per pieces. So I just put down 10 pieces, 21 per pieces. Okay, done. Then accept the screen. Next item is Philips LED TV. In Philips LED TV, it falls under the category of, sorry, not TV. I make a mistake. This is Philips LED fixture. Comes under the LED fixture. This is pieces. This is applicable as per stock group already mentioned. This is definitely a goods. And in that case, we do not consider MRP as per my question. Only one case is MRP is given. In that case also no. No duty. What's the quantity? So remember in the first case, we consider Sony, we consider MRP, but in case of Philips, we do not consider any MRP. 50 pieces, 1000 per piece. So 50 pieces, 1000 per piece and 50,000, it's done. So that's all of the second item which I deals with. Okay, so accept the screen. I just consider as per company or stock group. I have already at the time of creation stock group, I have assigned all those percentage and HSN code also. Okay, accept the screen. So get back to my dashboard. This is gateway of Tally. And now I try to record my first purchase voucher. If you take a look on the snap, you will find the first purchase voucher. Acha, before first purchase voucher, it is time to take a look whether uh, value or amount has been feeded. It is correct or not. I just open my balance sheet and you will get yes. Whatever with the closing stock value 2 lakh 60, it's look 2 lakh 60 and rest of the item it's okay. Sorry. So get back gateway of Tally and I would like to pass the voucher entries that is called purchase voucher. My supplier name is ST Limited and the bill number is given. Date of purchase, if you find the date of purchase is in this case 1/4/21. Fine. So this is voucher. This is purchase voucher. 1/4/21 automatically taken. I do have a supplier number, bill number. So this is supplier bill number, date identical, party's name. In that case, who is the party? Party's name is ST. So consider ST. This is purchase ledger, and the item is Sony. So I consider Sony. Remember, at the time of preparing Sony stock item, I activate MRP. I mean MRP can be changed, so I keep it intact. So it will ask me the quantity. Okay, I have purchased 5 pieces, and as per your question, it is given 21,000 excluding GST, so 21,000 considered, and this one it's okay, 1,05,000. So now, what's happened? Whenever I press one enter, it will ask you GST rate details. I needn't specify anything. I just consider as per uh, the masters of the company which already been given or considered. So up to this it's okay, then press enter and consider CGST. If I correct, then amount automatically considered. If I make any mistake, then amount will not come automatically. Then SGST, and again it's okay, and accept the scheme. Okay, I hope I can make you understand what I want to express in this particular problem. So this is my purchase entry I have already made. So accept the screen. Now come to a sales entry. Change it F8. This is sales. And in that case, what is the date as per question? Date is sale date is given 2nd April 18. Sorry, 21. So this is the reference. I have to consider the reference number. This is my reference number, and the date is same. And my data is QR, so I consider QR. This is a sale. Now the sale item same Sony TV. It shows MRP. Quantity is given 8 pieces. So look, it automatically consider 29,500 MRP, and as I have chosen MRP shown, so that's why it shows the MRP. That is the, if you go through the question, you will find including GST 18%. So actual price will be 25. Just press enter, and you just press CGST. So this is 18,000. Okay, if you consider 9% on 2 lakh, that is 18,000. Then SGST, no problem at all. It is also 18,000 and done. So plain and simple, nothing else. So then it's time to take a look on the. I accept this screen first. get back to my day book. This is my sales entry, and this is my print, or I just want to take a preview, print preview. I just want to make it zoom. So that's all. This is my reference number. This is my date of these items, party QR, and I consider, yeah. Okay, actually my date of sale was 1/4/21. I skip to change the date. I mean, this one. Okay, so that's all from for this particular entry. I mean, this is a sales voucher. Now I get back to my gateway of Tally. And now, what should I do? I will try to show you a composite supply. If you, it's time to show you the PPT again. Just take a look on my PPT. Yeah. So whatever, to what extent we have completed, this is the first problem under GST, and this is the first two transaction we have already done. I have shown the sales print sales invoice also, and now we try to enter composite supply. So what's happening in composite supply? Now in composite supply, we will try to consider the packaging last line. Packaging expenses charge 1,500 on purchaser, and GST limited, I mean, my company made a payment on the same day. Okay. So what will happen at that particular moment? Take a look. So first of all, what should I do? I prepare a ledger. Okay. What is the ledger name? Packaging expenses. Okay. Under indirect expenses, not applicable, not applicable, not applicable. Okay. Include assessable value at the calculation. Yes. This is GST. This is goods. Acha, we consider this is both goods and services. Based on value, GST already not applicability is not applicable, and in that case, I just keep all these things. This is the intrastate, so that's why I skip this and accept this one. So I prepare a ledger which is called packaging expenses, which is it is indirect expenses in nature, and I consider at the time of passing the purchase or sale entry, in sale entry, then it will be considered now as a composite supply. Okay. So the income, what's happened in composite supply? Composite supply means supply which comprises of two or more taxable supplies. It may be goods or maybe services or maybe both, and where naturally they are bundled and supplied in with each other in ordinary course of action. And in that case, one item is called principal supply item, but the secondary supply item or the auxiliary item as a supply item cannot be detached or cannot be supplied separately. So that's why packaging falls in that particular category. Okay, no problem at all. Just time running out. Okay, so then after packaging expenses, we will create another ledger, that is the name of my debtor. In this case, UV Limited, and he is my debtor. So Sunday debtor, mental bill by bill, yes, and rest of the item, no. Definitely, these debtor are from this debtor is from Tamil Nadu, so I consider say 1 MG Road. MG Road is always all are available everywhere, so that's why this is Tamil Nadu. Pin code 621719. I skip mobile number, but PAN number is available in my question. So I consider the PAN number, and I also consider GST number. Tamil Nadu state code start with 33. So this one, yeah. And I turn it as yes. This is Tamil Nadu and accept the screen. Okay, done. So get back to my previous screen. I mean gateway of tally. So now it's time to pass a sales voucher. So this is my voucher. This is sales. Okay. I have to mention the date 1/5/21. If you take a look on the question, yes, 1/5/21. Okay, now I have to put down the reference number. This is my reference number. Date, party, in my case UV, sales, and the item, that is Philips, and the quantity is 10 piece, and price is $15. This is one. And one thing, if you consider, I just want to mention one thing here. If you want to mention an inclusive, but my question doesn't consider inclusive, so you just do not consider anything here, but you just put down 1500 under the rate, so it will consider as 1500. So in that case, you have to consider whether, or you have to take a look whether it says inclusive taxes or not. Okay, no problem. So it is a case of IGST, but before it packaging, I have to consider packaging is given 1500, then IGST, and 1980 is given for that particular case. Okay, I hope you are agreed with me. And if you want to get the related reports, before getting into these, the GST tax analysis is given, and you may take a look on this particular item. Okay, so yes, I get back and accept the screen. So segregation or tax separate part will come from related reports. Okay, I almost completed. Now it's time to make payment. So this is the payment. I consider this on the same day, 1/5/21. I make the payment. This is packaging expenses 1500 to say bank. This is SBI. And done. Now the last entry. This is sales return. Sales return. I just try to show you sales return first. Then I will pass the voucher. This is sales return. And finally, I will show you how to make payment of GST. This is sales return. Okay, one piece from QR Limited. And now I just stop sharing and open my tally again. Yeah. So sales return means, in that case, I have to consider credit note. You just click on F10 and you will find credit note, and the date is given is second. I just consider second 5/18. Sorry, 21 and returned by QR, and the ledger is sell, sold out Sony TV 1 TT 1 piece, and it's okay. This is CGST, this is SGST, and done. So I just keep all those fields and press enter, enter, enter. Now it's time to show you the report, that is GST report, and make payment of GST. So take a look. First of all, how to make payment of your GST. This is display more reports, then GST reports. You will find this one, statutory, and then GST annual computation. Okay, and you will find it is incomplete. Why incomplete? This incomplete, that is the 3. This is uncertain. Enter, again enter, and it says GST registration details of the party are invalid or not specified. Actually, whatever be the information given regarding the GST number, it is incomplete. Definitely, it is not correct GST number, imaginary number. So that's why it shows. How to tackle this situation? Now accept this as it is. Enter, again enter, again enter. It's done. Now get back, and you will find the detail of your amount. I mean, taxable amount 1,91,500, 1980 IGST, CGST, and another taxable amount at 33,480. Before making payment, I just want to show you one thing. You just take a look on your balance sheet and the detail view. You will find duty and taxes is like this. Okay. Now after making payment, again display GST report, annual consumption. Now it's time to make payment. So how to make payment? So payment through, this is 18,000. Sorry, this is 18,900 in my the total credit, tax credit. So let's see what my tally says. So first of all, come to the voucher, and I have to mention this is a payment, so F5, and I have to set the date, last date, that is 31st 3 22. Okay, control F or autofill option available right hand side. Start payment GST, and we have to consider type GST. Tax payment, we have to mention the period. This is just a minute. I repeat again. In this case, this is payment, then control F. Okay. For your convenience, I start again. That is 31st 3 22. Autofill statement GST reward charge, that is 1/4/21 to 31st March 22. Come to the point. In debit side, I have to consider IGST first. You take a look at the current balance, it shows 1980, so I have to put down 1980. Then again, in debit, you will put down CGST. When I consider CGST, it will show the balance 6300. You just put down 6300. Again, debit, you have to consider SGST, it also 6300. and finally you have to make payment through bank, that is SBI, 14,000 dash something. So accept. I just keep everything. Next time when I will show you the balance sheet, our balance sheet duty and taxes shows liability 14,580. Now 14,580 has been paid. Accept the screen and get back to balance sheet, and you will get duty and taxes is blank. It has already been made. Okay, so that's all for today. We have completed up to GST payment. In next class, I will try to show you. I will try to show you the other options. Uh, Thank you to all of you. That's all for today. If you have any question, any queries, you may ask or you may write down. At the end of the session, that is, the next session is coming Sunday, I will provide you this particular uh, PPT. Okay, ma'am. Could you hear me?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, all the
Thank you
participants,
all
for
of
your.
you for participating and attending the CEP. And our next session is on 15th October 2023 at Sunday. Please join. Thank you.
Thank you. I leave the mic.
Thank you. Okay.
Good night to all of you.